Assalamu alaikum mbokk yi, welcome back to the Jollof Football Bantaba YouTube channel, the home of Gambian football. It's your boy again, Chama, guys. And in this video, guys, I'm gonna select my preferred 25-man squad for the upcoming African Cup of Nations qualifiers against Comoros and Tunisia, guys. I'm sure Coach Jonathan McKinstry has already sent out his invitation to the players he will be inviting for this upcoming qualifier. So, but before they make that announcement, guys, we will have a pop at making a 25-man squad based on performance of Gambian players. We scouted more than 75 players to make this video, and then we have to cut it to 25, guys. Of course, it is a work in progress because we have been following what Gambian players are doing. If you follow what we do on the Jollof Football Bantaba, you know that we follow what Gambian players are doing at their respective clubs. So based on what they are doing, based on the experience and all whatnot, we'll be selecting a 25-man squad, guys. I'm sure there will be an oversight, like always. There might be a player A, there might be a player B that we have not looked at. That's why we want you guys to be in the comment section. Tell us which players will be in the selection and which players will not be in the selection. This is gonna be a selection, so we can never all agree on the selection. Even my selection is gonna be different from Coach Jonathan's selection. It's gonna be different from your selection. So that's why you guys get on the comment section and let's discuss about the players that should be in the Gambia national team. Of course, this is not the final say. The coach has the final say. I'm not even sure he's even gonna look at this video. He has to say, but yeah, we have an opinion, and then that is what we want to share here based on what we have been seeing the Gambian players doing, guys. So if you are new around the Jollof Football Bantaba YouTube channel, guys, please make sure you are subscribed to the channel. And if you enjoy what we do here, and if you appreciate what we do as well, please, guys, give it a like on this video, guys. Without wasting much of your time, guys, let's get right into the discussion, guys. So yeah, we start with the criteria just like last time. We set a criteria how our selection is gonna be. First criteria is you have to be a Gambian, of course, or you have to be a Gambian descent, of course. Yeah, a Gambian descent can be a Gambian because maybe their dad is born in or they were born in a different country, but their dad is Gambian, or they are born in the Gambia and then they move, they have another passport in another country. You have to be a Gambian descendant, or you have to be a Gambian to be within our thoughts, at least. Okay, so that is the first criteria. You need the Gambian passport, 100%. And then the next one is the quality of the league the player is playing at, and the quality of the club the player is playing for. So the club is very important and the league is very important. That's why leagues are being categorized, the top 5 leagues in the world, and then you have the next 14 best leagues in the world, and then you have the rest of the world and all whatnot. So the quality of the club you play for is a positive, and also if you are playing in a very good league, that also is something that will come to our consideration when we are making this selection. Okay, of course. And the next one is the player himself. How has he been playing over the past few weeks? What is the form of the player? How much playing time is he having at his club level? So this is something that we take very seriously as well. So this is something that we consider when we make our selection. The fourth one is the national team experience. Experience is very important. You don't just throw any player doing well into the national team. The experience, sometimes experienced players, sometimes they are not even in the top of their form, but when they come to the national team, you can see a different beast of a player. So experience will play a part, but it's not just so these are just different factors that you will combine together and then make a decision. But it's not like you are so strict that this is the decision that you're gonna make, just to make it clear. And the final one is how realistic is it that for the player to come? Yeah, so like for example, some players are descendants of the Gambia, but is it really realistic for them to come to play for the Gambia? So that is something that we will consider as well based on the information that we have. Okay, this is the criteria. These are the 5 criteria we set for the selection. Okay, the next one is the squad makeup. How we gonna select our squad? Of course, I said the 25-man squad at the start of the video. So how am I gonna select? Because you have the goalkeeper, you have the defender, you have the midfielders, and you have the forward. So in terms of goalkeepers, we're gonna select 3 goalkeepers, which is the norm. Normally you select 3 goalkeepers when you are naming a squad. you have a eight defenders we're gonna select based on what we need 4 central defenders. The coach plays with 4 at the back. We need 4 central defenders so that every defender have a cover. We need 2 fullbacks, left 2 fullbacks, and two players who can play at right fullback. Okay, I will not let me not just say 2 fullbacks, because sometimes you might have a player who is versatile and his main position is not fullback, but they can cover at fullback, and you will understand what I mean when I get deeper into this video. And I'm gonna select 6 midfielders here I refer to defensive midfielders, central midfielders, and attacking midfielders. So in other words, you can call them the number 6, the number 8, and the number 10. So these are what this category make up of. The midfield category make up of defensive midfielders, central midfielders, and attacking midfielders. But of course, we sometimes have versatile players who are forwards, but they can also play in midfield, because football is like that. So you cannot be very, very, rigid on what you mean. Okay? So if that makes sense to you, you cannot be very rigid on what you say. So you have to be a little bit flexible on everything that you do. Okay? And then the final point is the forwards. We're going to select 8 forwards. 8 forwards to make up the 25 man. And then the forwards here I refer to wingers, they are forwards, strikers, central strikers, they are forwards, and inside forwards, if you are playing like inside forward coming like Yankuba Minte or Musa Barrow from the right wing coming inside, those are inside forwards, but they are mostly focused on the attacking side of the pitch. So yeah, this is how the squad is gonna make up. Let's start with the goalkeeper. We have scouted 5 goalkeepers. These are the 5 goalkeepers that have been in reckoning for selection in the Gambia national team. Modu Job Toldo, Ses Sibi has been in reckoning, and Ibrahim Jajustek, he was starting the last 2 games. Lamin Sarr and Babakar Gay, unfortunately, he is still nursing an injury, so he is not available. He's without a club and he's nursing an injury. He's not available. So just yesterday he posted he underwent his second surgery. We are just wishing him all the best. He's a very important player for the Gambian national team, and of course, it's a Gambian, so we wish him all the best. It's not an easy road. He had to do operations twice, and it happened at the middle where his contract was expiring. So it's a very difficult position that he is in, but we will pray for him, and hopefully once he recovers from his injury, he'll be coming back. He's still young. A goalkeeper can go up to 35, 40 years old and play, and Babakar is just 25, so there is 15 years ahead of his career. So he just has to take his time with his injury, nurse it well, and then when he come back, he can find himself another club, and hopefully he will take the ladder up and then become the goalkeeper that we see in him. He's a top goalkeeper. Yeah, one of the best we have in the Gambia. He has the height, he has the technical ability, he knows how to use his body very well. He's very good with his foot. He's the best Gambian goalkeeper we have. That is the fact. When he's playing and he's on his form, he's the best. So we just wish him all the best on his recovery. So these are the 5 goalkeepers we consider. So of course, Babakar Gay will not be part of that. And then you look at the defenders. There were tons of defenders that we put there. There were more than 20 defenders that we put there. You see Omar Koli, Noha Sonko, James Gomez, Jacob, Janko Sedi, Ibu Ture, Idrissa Cisse, and so on and so forth. Okay. Again, the same thing. Those are the criteria that we said. This is just the number that we put there, but not necessarily we considered all these defenders, because you can see there are some defenders without a club. There are some defenders who are injured on the list. So we consider all those things, but this is the list that we started with when we started our scouting. So we're gonna cut it down, and then when we go to the selection process. Midfielders, likewise, we selected tons of midfielders. You can see the list: Ablai Jallow, Ibu Adams, Hamza Bari, Ibrahim Dabo, and so on and so forth. These were the midfielders that we selected in the preliminary selection. And then then we do our scouting. We scouted or look at their numbers and all what they are doing at their club level, and how available they are in terms of injury, who's available and who is not. Then you go forward, you look at the forwards. There are also a lot of forwards. We have tons of forwards, right? So I don't even need to name the names. You can stop the video if you want. If you wanna look at the list of players that I scouted, this does not mean these players were going into the team, but these are the list of players I preliminarily scouted. So it's more than 75 players. Just looking at the first pick. Okay, these players, let me look at them. Then after that, you cut them down, and then you make your selection up to 25. Okay, now let's move into the selection process, which is the interesting part. So the players I shortlisted almost all of them, I put them there. Even Babakar Gueye, you can see him there. Of course, he will not be in the squad. So yeah, we can go and start with the goalkeeper. The last time I did this, the goalkeeper was kind of a difficult one because I like Babakar Gueye was just getting his injury, and then the 4 goalkeepers that we had at that time, Lamin Sarr, Ibrahima Jaju Stek, and CSCB, they were all inexperienced at senior level. I think they had, between them, they had less than 5 caps between them. And then Toldo was there, who is the veteran, who has been there for a very long time. But, Toldo is aging and he's not playing at the highest level that we would like to see our players play. So that's why it was a little bit difficult. You have a very experienced player playing at a low level, but some potentially very good goalkeepers, young goalkeepers, who are playing, at a better level than Toldo, but they don't have the experience. So it was quite difficult for that. But after that selection, Jonathan McKinstry went with the inexperienced players. So he dropped Toldo. And yeah, for me personally, I said it last time. I think it is time for Toldo, it's time to move on from Toldo in the squad. He has been there for a very long time. I think he made his debut around 2011 or something. So he has been in the national team for more than 10 years. So yeah, he has been a great servant. Like I say, I respect the guy so much. But when it comes to thinking about the Gambia national team, I think he is just a little bit short when it comes. He's short when it comes to the other goalkeepers that we have. So the 3 I will go with is just the 3 that Jonathan McKinstry. Oops, I just touched something. I'm very sorry about that. I always do that. I did that the last time too as well. But anyways, we can move. Yeah. The 3 goals I'm gonna go with is gonna be Ibrahima Jaju. Oops, where did I put it? Lamin Sarr, Ibrahima Jaju Stek, and CSCB. These are the 3 goalkeepers I will go with. So yeah, Babakar Gueye is still nursing the injury. So 3 goalkeepers, no problem there. I don't have any problem. It was a problem last time, but it's not a problem this time. And then the defenders, of course, you can start with the captain, Omar Colley. Where is he? Yeah, he's right there. Captain Omar Colley, he's definitely gonna go. Noha Sonko, he has, he has started life at Sivasspor very well, so he's gonna be somebody I would consider to go. It's not even a debate there. Another player, Ibu Toure, he's back. Yeah, just been named in the EFL team of the season for last year, and he started the season very well in in League One with Stockport as well. They are at the top of the League One, so they can make back-to-back promotion up all the way to the championship. Who knows? It's possible. And Ibu Toure is doing really well. Last week he got an assist, got the man of the match in that game. Very, very good servant, and back-to-back named in the team of the season, EFL team of the season, which is voted by their peers. Like the players who play in the league vote who should be in this team of the season. So, that is a different type of vote. So, and then if you are voted by your peers, it means you are doing something really, really good. Idrissa is going to be in my squad. He's going to be a centre-back. Let me just move him ahead of Idrissa is going to be in the squad, definitely. I think he did a great job when he came into the squad last time, even though he was not in my radar. Like I say, some players, you oversight them. He was not in my radar at all. And then he came in, played both games for Gambia, and he was doing very, very well. So after that, he made the move to find a new club. It is in Serbia or... Yeah, it's in Serbia, right? Serbia, yeah. He found his new club in Serbia. Their club is not doing really well, but he has been starting almost every game since he moved there. I'm gonna bring him back into the national team, without even doubting that one. Yeah, and another player that should be coming into the squad should be another centre back. James Gomez, yeah, he's back. James is back. Yesterday, just last night, he was playing. Where's James? Yeah. James moved here in the centre back spot. Yeah. 5 defenders. So it's left with 2 defenders. So if you look at this, you have 4 centre backs there. 4 centre backs and 1 left back. So there is 3 positions to fill there. So I will come back at the defense, okay? Let me go and select the obvious picks first and then come back to the defense. Because that's where the debate is gonna be. So in midfield, like I say, it's gonna be 6. It's gonna be 6 players in midfield. Who do I? Where is Ablai Jallo Jamano? I think that is an obvious pick. Jamano is right there. Oh, my mouse is a little bit slow. So Jamano is coming in 100%. Ibrahima Dabo, yeah, I think I'm gonna bring Ibo Adams. These are players they have been good, and the experience is there. So, and they are playing, so they're gonna make the squad definitely. Alassana, he's been exceptional for his club in Denmark, that is Odense. They have won every single game that they have played so far this season. 6 wins out of 6. Alassana has been one of their key players. He have created 3 assists, started every single game. He's been a key player for them, 100%. And the coach like what Alassana offers as a footballer. Jonathan McKinstry. That's why he trusted him to play him as the lone natural midfielder in our last game against Gabon. So yeah, Alassana 100%. I'm sure he's gonna start for the team. Hamza Bari has been doing very well. He has been starting almost every game for Vejle. They are also having some struggles. Currently they are not doing well in the league, but of course Hamza is playing every single time, and Hamza is an important player for the national team. He's doing well as well. Not just he's playing, he's doing well. Just the club is not doing well. So sometimes that is difficult to explain. You are doing well, but your club is not doing well, and that's the situation. He has started every game for them this season, but they are struggling to find results. Hopefully, the results will come for them. So 1, 2, 3, 5. It's left with one other midfielder to add to this list. One other midfielder to add to this list. Who will it be? So yeah, let's. It's an obvious one too as well. It's Mahmoud Bajo. Where is Bajo? It's Bajo for me. Yep. Bajo. Where did I put Bajo? Can you see him? Yeah, there's a lot of players here. He's right there. The mouse is tripping a little bit. It's not as smooth as it used to be. Yeah, that's gonna be my midfield 6. I've given a lot of consideration to other players as well in midfield. For example, Abubakar Bari, Hamza Bari's brother. He has been very, very good for his club, to be honest. I would have loved to see him in the national team, but sometimes when it comes to selection, like I say, the experience is quite crucial. And if you look at these 6 players, because my makeup is 6, that is the thing. 6 players are gonna be in my midfield area. If you look at these 6 players, Jamano, he's gonna go. He's gonna go after the free kick he scored, and after what he's done for Gambian football. Even if he did not score that free kick, Jamano's gonna go. Always he comes to the national team. He's important, very important, one of the most important players in the Gambian national team. Ibrahim Adabo, he's playing. He has a very good preseason with Roma, played a lot of games with Roma, and then now he's playing with Frosinone. He started their first game in the league. They drew that 1-2. Yeah, like he's playing at a very good level, and then he's a top talent. The injury was the only issue that he had in the past, but now that the injury is behind him, he's playing regularly. He's got to be in the team. Ibo Adams is playing in the English Championship, just one level below the Premiership. He had an exceptional season last season, even though he might not be the type of midfielder that the coach likes, because he's kind of a box-to-box midfielder. Like the coach likes more of a controlling midfielder. I don't know, but that is what I got from the last game, that the coach likes more of a controlling midfielder. Ibo Adams, he has to be there. He offers something different. He's one of the best box-to-box midfielders we have in our team. He has the most energetic midfielders that we have in our team, so he has to be there. Alassana, like I say, the coach likes what he offers. Hamza Bari and Mahmoud Bajo. Mahmoud Bajo moved from probably over to DAC, where he has been key player every single day. He has been starting for every single game. He has been starting for them. So yeah, he has to be there. There were a lot of other midfielders that I considered very well. Abubakar Bari, Mahdi Kamara, Mahamadou Suzoho, Haruna Rashid Njai, Nuha Jata. Of course, 3 players there. The realism of them coming, or how realistic is it for them to come? Mahdi Kamara, Mahamadou Suzoho, and Nuha Jata. Nuha Jata may be a little bit higher when it comes to Mahdi and Mahamadou Suzoho. But Mahdi too, he did not play for France still, so yeah, he's an option. Last week he scored also a belter of a goal, like he always do in Liga. In the opening day of the season he scored. So if he is available, it's somebody you have to give a strong consideration to. But I think because it's not so realistic now, I don't know what his position is when it comes to coming to play for the Gambia. So I would rather go with these 6 players, unless there was indication that Mahdi is very committed to come and play for the Gambia. So I will go for those players. But it's somebody I would love to see in Gambian colours, because I think he's a very, very good midfielder. Very good midfielder. Mahamadou Sissoko, this kid, I watch him. I watch him a lot for City. I watch him in the preseason. I watch some of his highlights with the City's under 21. Now he's playing Peterborough in the in League One on loan there. He started he started in their previous game. Last game he was not available. I don't know what was the reason. He was not even in the squad. So it might be something wrong there. But he's somebody I would really want to see in Gambian colours. He's such a good player. His idol is Rodri. So if somebody if somebody plays with Rodri, alongside Rodri, learning from Rodri, and then you make Rodri your role model, he is not playing for City. Like he has to be very good to be playing for City. He has to be a very good player to be playing for City. And if you watch him play, he's a very good midfielder, ball playing midfielder, defensive midfielder, very physical. He can progress the play very well. He was even captain in the City under 21s at some point, or the City youth teams at some time. So he's a very good player. He made his debut in the Champions League last season with Manchester City. He played against Salzburg, I believe, or is Salzburg or Red Star Belgrade, something like that. He made his Champions League debut for City. So if this season he's at Peterborough, if he's gonna have a very good season in League One, he's a player that you wanna tie down. Because there's a competition with Spain at the end of the day. I know people don't like to hear that, but there's a competition. He's a Spanish born to Gambian parents, so we have to do something. We have to, try to push him. But I think it will be too difficult to involve him in this squad. I think the under 20, if we can make it to the African Cup of Nations World Cup, maybe we can try to bring him into that team, because I think he's still 19. He can still play there. Even Nuha Jata, he's just 18. He can play in the under 20. So yeah, there is time for them. There is time ahead of them. Nuha Jata is knocking on the door to play in the Bundesliga for Leipzig. He made his Bundesliga debut last season for Leipzig. And this season he's knocking on the door. Last week they were playing in the cup, in the DFB Pokal Cup. He was on the bench again. In the league he's often on the bench. So he's knocking on that door. And once he make that breakthrough, who knows what's gonna happen. So he's another player we should be keeping an eye on. Haruna Rashid Njai, he's also still very young. He's still 18. I think even if Gambia qualify for the World Cup or the under 20, I think they should try to bring him in. I know it will be difficult because the clubs will not let their players go just like that, but he's a player who's also progressing up really, really well. But for the squad, I think the experience, I go for the experience. Jamano, Ibrahim Dabo, Ibu Adams, and Moro, Alassane Mane, Hamza Bari, and Momodou Bajo. So that is the four I go with. And then up top, where I'm gonna select 5, it's gonna be 8 players up top. We can start with the obvious ones, of course, where is Musa Barrow. He's right there. Let me bring Musa Ibrahim Okoli. I think he's quite obvious too. Ibrahim Okoli. Adama Sidibe has to go. He has started the season very well. He has to be there. Adama Sidibe. My laptop is not behaving like I would love it to, but anyways, we will get through this. Yeah, Alassane Jata, I'm gonna bring him in, but that's gonna be debate. Let me choose. Who else? Aliou Fadera, yeah, he moved like he played at the top level, and he's a very, very good player, very talented player. He's gonna go. That's 5. There's left with 3 positions to fill. This is my 3 strikers. Where is Yankuba Minte? Yeah, even if you forget, Yankuba Minte, there is nothing to say. And then you have a couple more spots to go. Yankuba Minte, yeah. Aliou Fadera. I need one more striker. Where's Ali Sow? Yeah, Ali Sow, yeah. Now it's left with 1 striker. There's left with one attacking player to go. So yeah, I go with Musa Barrow, Ibrahim Okoli, Adama Sidibe, Alassane Jata, Aliou Fadera, Yankuba Minte, and Ali Sow. Some players I'm giving very, very strong consideration. Before I say the final one, there is Musa Juara, there is Mourou Fall, there is Jibril Silla, there is Adama Bojang, there is even Abdoulaye Cisse, you need to consider him. He started very well in Paide. I'm sure this will be a long shot for him, but I just need to mention him. Abdoulaye Cisse, he has been doing exceptional stuff for Paide, so you have to give him a shout. Yeah, Mofal playing in the championship with West Brom. You know, Musa Juara started the season very well with Vile. He has been their best player despite the struggles that they are having at club level. He has been their best player. Bambalai started very well at Hajduk Split. So you have one spot for all these players. So you see, it's gonna be a difficult task. It's gonna be a really difficult task. But the two players that came closest to be in there is Musa Juara, I would say, and Musa Juara and Bambalai. So I'm gonna select one of those two. But still, it's very difficult. Musa Juara started very well. Last month, he was nominated for Yellow Football Bantaba Player of the Month because the month that he had. Bambalai, he went to Hajduk Split and he started very well. Scored that wonderful solo goal, 1-2 goal that he scored. Getting the endorsement of players like Rakitic and stuff like that, playing in the Champions League qualifiers. So the levels, if you look at the levels they are playing, I think Bambalai is playing a little bit at a higher level. But Musa Juara has started the season very well. But I have to pick one at the end of the day. Musa Juara has lost his spot in the last two games because of maybe, of course, Vejle were not winning, so they wanted to change something. But he has been their best player since the season started. So yeah, between those two, it's very close. It's very, very close. I cannot separate the two, but I would just go with Bamba. I would just go with Bambalai. For the fact that he has started very well. He's playing at a higher level. And the players that I dropped, Musa Juara, Modou Fall, Jibril Silla, he's also somebody who really deserves to be in this national team. Jibril Silla, he has been doing really well, and like my brother say, he's naturalized and become a Tanzanian. But yeah, it's difficult making a selection at the end of the day. It's difficult to say which player you will take out for him at this moment in time. It's really difficult in terms of the experience. The other players are more experienced than him at the international level, and also the levels, if you compare playing in the European Conference League or Europa League, Hajduk Split doing that, playing with players like Rakitic, and then compare it with Tanzania, there is a level there. So the level of the league, which is important to me, but Jibril Silla has been in very good form, playing in the Champions League of the African Champions League as well. Last week they played. They won 1-0 in the qualifiers. They're going to play their second leg, and if they win that one, they will play in the competition proper. But still, again, you look at the experience of these players. I think Bamba is more experienced than him at the international level. Musa Juara is more experienced than him at the international level. And then you will not take young Musa Barrow out for Jibril Silla. That is just the fact. Aliou Fadera Nira, Ibrahim Akoli Nira, Yango Minde. I don't need to say anything there. So it's very difficult. It's very difficult. And if you look at the central strikers, Alassane Jatta, he has been exceptional. Ali Sow has been, Ali Sow, he, like I say, I believe he's the most complete Gambian striker we have, and we just need to find a way to play with him in the national team. Adama Sidibe, look at what he's doing. All clubs are surrounding him. So it's difficult. It's very difficult, but you have to make a decision at the end of the day. And for me, my decision is Abdoulaye Sane. I'm sure you guys may have different, you may differ with my decision. So let me know in the comment section. I think I'm not done with the defenders, did I? Yeah. I have a couple of defenders. I have 3 defenders to fill. The core left back, I'm gonna go with Seyni Sanyang. Left back. There are other good candidates for left back spot. If you look, Yaya Kali is doing very well with Norrköping. I think they have won their last 4 or 5 games. Yaya Kali have been starting every single game for them, so he's a very strong candidate. But I prefer the experience in this situation, and the experienced one will be Seyni Sanyang, and he's also young and experienced. He played at the under 20 levels and all that, and then he has experience being around the national team as well. He's doing very well with his club CSKA Sofia. So when you compare Yaya Kali and him, I will go with him. And then you have Aliou Jatta. Aliou Jatta, he's also quite experienced, but I think in this position, I would rather pick the player with the experience, but also young for the future, because Aliou is almost close to is almost aging, almost 30 now. I think he's 28 or something, or 29. And then you consider that you have Ibu Ture in the squad. He's a very experienced player. So players like Seni, they can learn off Ibu Ture. So that's why in this situation I would rather have Seni Sanyang than those fullbacks. But also there are other players you can consider for the right back spot. There is Mohamed Sane. Mohamed Sane has been doing really well, but currently, whenever he comes to the national team, he does really well, but currently he don't have a club. And, for me, I don't want to tolerate that. Having a club is very important. Like I say, what are you doing at your club and how much playing time are you having? Okay, the level of your club is important. So if you don't have a club, then that means that consideration is zero. And for me, that is the reason why I'm not going to pick Mohamed Salah despite what he did for us in the previous game. But if you are not playing, if you don't have a club, I think it's difficult to make a claim for you in the national team. When you have other players playing really well, Joseph Cisse, I understand that he is ready to play for Gambia, so he's somebody I will consider very well. Cody Drame too might be ready to play for Gambia, I don't know. So he's also in consideration. He moved to Hull, he missed their last game. I think he'll be back from injury this week, so that why it's also difficult. So to see who's gonna cover at right back, we don't have many right back options. That is the biggest problem we have in this squad. We don't have many right back options. Despite me not picking Mohamed Sane, we don't have many. Sedi Janko is injured, so he cannot be in the squad. So you have to have two new right back. But the good thing is Noha Sonko has been playing right back for the national team, so I will select him in this team as a right back. This is what I was talking about. Sometimes, a player might be a central defender, but you might consider him in a different position. So Noha Sonko, I will consider him as a right back in this situation. So I will add another central defender into the mix. So the next one central defender I will bring into the mix is this one, Lion Jai, Momodu Lion Jai. Yeah, he's Gambian. Of course, he has the option to play for Norway. But he's Gambian. This boy is Gambian. He's proper Gambian. If I'm not wrong, he can even speak the languages and stuff like that. So, he's doing really well with his club. KFUM in Norway. They are doing really well. They are currently in the top 6 of the league, I believe, top 6. They are pushing for that top 4 position where they can play with European competition next season. Don't forget, they just gained promotion last season and with Lyon, and he has been an important, ever-present, playing almost every single game. They have won, I think, in their last 6 games. Before this weekend they lose their games, but before that they have not lost. They were undefeated in the 5 games before that. And Lyon has been doing really well. He scored a very good header recently. He has started the season very well with them. Very good ball playing defender. He has some very good passes in him. Very hard defender as well. He's very physical and all that. So I love him. I love the boy. The way he's playing. I love the style of play he is. And I think he could be a very good defender for Gambia. He's still very young, 22. So I think now is the time for us to bring him into the mix. He has been one of the most consistent Gambian defenders in the past few months. He was even selected in the team of the month, Yellow Football Bantaba team of the month for the past month. So yeah, I'm gonna get him in. So that makes it 2, 4, 6, 7 final spot to go, and that will be a cover for this right back position, because you have Noha. So which right back you gonna go with? Since you don't have the normal ones, Noha Sonko, Janko Sedi and Mohamed Sane are not available, so you have to go with a new one, a new right back. There are options. There is Bojang, Suleiman Bojang. He has been in the national team before. He's a right back, but he's playing in the 2nd division of the Norwegian league or something. So that is quite difficult for me to consider that one. Cody Drame is there, and Joseph Cisse, Jasper Cisse's brother. Joseph has started very well with his club. He's playing even though right wing back. And he's a mix of a midfielder and a right back, but he can play at right back. So Joseph Cisse and Cody Drame is down to those 2 players. Who is more ready to come? Joseph is ready to come. Cody Drame, I don't know if he's ready. He was invited at some point, but I'm hearing things. He might be in consideration for this squad. However, he has been injured. For the past few games. I understand he's gonna come back this week From my understanding, he's gonna return this week. But the injury was just a 2 weeks injury. It's not a major injury. He just missed 1 or 2 games. He has been playing very well in preseason. He played a lot of games in preseason. But Joseph is playing. So this is where I'm gonna change my mind, because initially it was Cody Drame, but after considering those two factors, who's fit and who's not fit, who's playing right now, I think I'm gonna go with Joseph Cisse. This is something I have just decided now. All the other positions, I have decided them before coming to this video, of course. But this one, I just decided this now, that I will go with Joseph Cisse instead of Cody Drame. Yeah. That is it, guys. That is my 25-man squad. Let me know what your thoughts are in the comment section. I know the video is a little bit long, but to do this, you have to think a little bit and then consider all the different factors. And then before making your decision, some players also deserve shout out. Dembo Sedik, and last time he was in the national team squad, but he's also another central defender. He's a very good central defender. But again, I'm looking at levels. Again, he's playing in the US, he's playing in the Wildcats 2 team, so he's playing in the second team in the US league. But it's not of course, US is a big country, but when it comes to league football, league-wise, I don't think it's not the biggest league compared to the European leagues. So, yeah. So that's my team. That's my squad for the upcoming qualifiers. Let me know, guys, your thoughts in the comment. Do you agree with my selection? If you don't, let me know in the comment section. If you enjoyed that, guys, please make sure you smash the like button and do not forget to subscribe to the Jollof Football Bantabai YouTube channel. Goodbye, guys.